I think it was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years. Yeah.
So we met each other and we immediately clicked.
Yeah, you took us around. You were so nice. You took us to the pyramids and like everything. Like you took us out shopping. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Went for lunch. Went for mezcal.
Oh yeah, we did. Like every day.
We went out like every day.
Yeah, no. Everyone loves you. Everyone actually, they all say hi, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Trevor and Bruno.
So you were opening up for She Wants Revenge with Raw Fabrics when we met 2 years ago, right? Okay. I know that you've got your own project, which is Beachwood Coyotes.
Yes.
And how long have you had this project for?
I started it about almost 5 years ago. But we've only been serious for 2 years, I'd say, 2 or 3 years. Right when I met you, we were finally putting music out and like actually getting kind of serious.
And how many are you in the band?
Including me, there's 4.
Okay.
So I sing, I play keyboards, I play guitar, and then we have a guitar player, we have a bassist and drummer. Very basic band. Yeah.
But you're based in
Los Angeles.
LA.
Yeah. At first I was really, I went from being in a band that was on a label and toured, extensively and did all those crazy things.
Which one? Raw Fabrics?
No. It was before. It was a band called Drive A, which actually was with Jack from Raw Fabrics.
Okay.
And
you did tour, like you went on tour.
Oh yeah, like crazy, like a ton of tours.
In the States or around the world?
Mostly in the States. We actually played Roll Out Hole one time. Once we played there for a benefit. We did a few. Did you ever go to Water Rats in London?
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was really discouraging coming off of that and then starting something on your own, like from basically back to square one. But over time, I've realized how fortunate that I am to have learned all of the things I have just from being in that position. And I think it's made us better, too.
And it's amazing to have people, but I think if you're doing it, you're like way more into the project and there's way more, like you're on top of it. Like, hey, we need to get like a date to play, we need to do this, we need to do that. Yeah. Like, hey, this isn't sounding correctly. It's very like intimate, and I feel like...
Okay, yeah, of course.
Like that's what you can hear though in like music.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, we've worked with producers, and they have helped navigate our sound or helped maybe polish it or whatever you want to say. But it's never been a bad thing. It's always been a very collaborative effort. We've never had people write songs for us. I've co-written before, but like, very little.
That's what I wanted to ask you actually. Like the music and the lyrics and everything. Like you do that, or people in the band do that?
I write all the lyrics. I would say like 80% of the music. However, our guitar player Yan has now been bringing in like more songs, so he's actually the song Face to Face. He wrote all the music for that.
He mentions Face to Face because Face to Face is, I think, my favorite song.
Oh,
that's why he was like Face to Face.
Yeah.
I love that. The video is mental. Like that's what I was want because I'm very old school still, so I'm really into the videos, and I love it. Like I watched it a few times. Like, do you think that videos are still important? Do you think it's important? Like,
yeah, I think they're more important now than ever because you look at look at the band OK Go and what they did and how they kind of changed their whole thing. You know what I mean? They had albums out before they started doing those crazy videos and stuff.
Yeah, the Running Machine. And
but
all
that kept them. But before that, I'm saying
they
kept them relevant. And they just kept challenging themselves. I really dig that.
And I think that a lot of people, like personally, I had OK Go, I mean, I knew them before that, but I think with the videos, it gave them like a plus. Because, oh my God, let's see what they're going to do this time. Because they did the one with the running machines, and they did the other one which was,
They did another one where they set up a whole obstacle course, and there's like Legos and all these crazy things, it's like all I mean, we've done a couple one-shot videos, I don't know if we're going to continue to do that, because maybe we've just exhausted that by now. But I really liked that concept. Because it forced you to kind of stay interested, and not only that, it forced us to try to make something happen every 5 seconds that would keep you watching the video. That's the thing, people have short attention spans. You can get everything instantly now. Music.
People? I'm one of those people.
Yeah, no, I mean, me too. Like, I'm guilty of it too.
I'm like, whoa.
I don't know if I'm guilty of it because of we have social media, because I have my phone all the time in my hand, and I can watch anything. But maybe it's my age too, though. I mean, I'm 27 now. Which is not old by any means, but
I'm
at the
30.
same
Fuck, if you're old.
No, we're not.
Asian,
no, not at all. No. But like because I'm not jaded, but I've been around it for so long, and so it takes more to impress me now than it used to, I guess. But with that one, it was tough because I tried to learn some of the lyrics because it's in reverse most of the video, and I tried to learn some of the lyrics. It was so hard to do that. It's like almost learning a whole new language that wasn't really a language.
I can imagine. Like, because you know that, like, this way, not that way. like mentally.
That's really weird. It's really, yeah. You know that Coldplay video, The Scientist?
Yeah, oh.
I mean, he spent like a month learning that song back. He had to learn the whole song backwards,
Wow.
which is insane. But we actually just finished a video. It's well, it's out now. It's out now. Yeah, it's called Discipline. And that one is not one shot. It's a weird concept. It's just me. There's no performance. It's just me in a room, and it's supposed to reflect, I guess, the feeling of partying or going out to clubs or like being high, I guess, so whatever sort of things. It's like the concept of the song is a little bit dark.
But one of you guys, apart from like being in the band, do you have like other jobs? Like,
I work in the marijuana industry in
Okay.
California. So obviously it's not really a thing here yet, but yeah, it's very prominent in California, especially now. And yesterday was 420, which is the sort of holiday. But yeah, I do that primarily when I'm home. But we tour. It affords me to be able to tour and do all these things with the band. I get to make my own schedule, which is nice. All of us have jobs that kind of reflect that.
Okay.
None of us have like 9 to 5 jobs.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, you're doing like freelance, your own thing.
Yeah.
But also, that's the way you can do it. Like even me with music and stuff. Like
you kind of have to. Like it's almost like it's not just with musicians. Like this generation kind of has to be like miniature entrepreneurs in some ways, because it's you finish college. There's not really a job that pays well enough to be able to sustain a living, and you have to get several jobs. There was a point where I had 4 jobs and I was doing this. I had 4. I was working at a pizza place. I was working at a marijuana store. I was working in sales of marijuana, and I was also helping out at my school I was going to. I was going to school as well. I like that we constantly have things going on. Like our drummer, he's a TV editor.
Okay.
So he takes a job for 2 months, and then he's off until he wants to take another job. So we usually try to book our touring schedule around that.
But have you been touring with this band around the States or more like in different like places in LA? Or?
I mean, all over California, but we've done others. We've gone to Texas, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Nevada.
But you're the guys that find the dates to go and play.
We do everything.
That's
we
amazing.
book it ourselves. Our drummer does a lot of the booking. He's really good at that stuff. So we unfortunately leave it up to him. But everybody kind of has their own like thing within the band that they do. Our guitar player actually does freelance stuff on the side for music. He just posts ads on Craigslist and will write jingles or whatever, just like things like that. Anything we can do to like kind of scrape by and continue to do this.
And I remember I saw that one day you posted, or I think it was twice, that one of your tunes or a few of your tunes were in a program called Teenage Mom.
Teen Mom, yeah.
Oh, Teen Mom.
Yeah.
And how did they find it, or how did that happen?
We have almost a year ago, we signed I guess you would call it a licensing deal. So you don't get paid for that, but if they get your songs into shows, anyway. So we signed a little deal with them. They're called the Music Playground, and they've just loved our music, and they've been big champions of ours. And Teen Mom, their music supervisor loves us. We've been played like 20 times on that show. Right?
20?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've used all of our songs. We have, I think we have like 7 or 8 songs registered with them. They've used all of our songs at least once, some of them multiple times. Like it just continues. Yeah, it's awesome.
And have you found that after that, like after it was in the show, people have been contacting you because, oh my God, like they looked for the song? Or?
Yeah. I mean, a little, much more than before. Absolutely. No, it's not like an insane amount, but I mean, anything is better than nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We've had conversations with managers and stuff like that. We've never, signed with anybody, any of that kind of stuff. We've just stayed independent. No opportunity has ever seemed better than doing it on our own yet. So.
And how did you start out in the music? Like how long ago? Like what age or what was it that?
I started playing music like live when I was like 13.
13?
Yeah. My first show was like a talent show for school. We did Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
And it was just like I started a middle school band.
And what did you play? Or what did you do?
I played guitar.
Okay.
There was no singer. It was me, my friend Malachi, and our friend Blake played drums, and we just played that song at the talent show. And I mean, it was horrible. I've watched the video since. It's really not good. But like for 13-year-olds, they were blown away.
I mean, 13 is like, and that song is like a massive tune. So.
Yeah. Of course. And then I was in a band called Drive A for like 5 years, and we toured all around the U.S. We put out 2 albums, put out some EPs. toured with like Papa Roach and The Used and Cheap Trick and the list goes. Like a ton of. We did a lot.
How old were you though at that age? When you were drive age?
16 is when we started.
Wow.
I was the oldest, so I was 16.
And what like your family? What was their opinion? Like our kid, he's 16. I mean, I don't know. Like what was their? They
were supportive always, but they were very hesitant to let me go off and do those things at first, until they kind of like saw like the opportunities and stuff. I mean, they knew I wanted that more than anything. I started homeschooling my senior year of high school. My mom, she's a teacher, she wanted me. I got horrible grades. I never got good grades in school.
Go to school, kids.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, I must say, like at school, I did not do that well, unless it was like art or music. I did pretty well in maths, but apart from that, I was like kind of like all over but because I knew there was something like within me that was like way bigger than history.
I got lucky though to be able to leave school at 16 and go do that. I got really lucky because there's a lot of people who were in bands throughout. I mean, that are still in bands that are my age that are still trying that never got to do any of those things. You know, so I had a great opportunity and I took it. That's what it was. I got lucky. That is 90% of this business is getting lucky. And I live in LA where it's just like every band in LA is the best band in the world. It's just how every band is so good that, I mean, only 2% of them are going to get signed to do anything, you know? Of the 2% that get signed, 1% is going to maybe make some money. And it's just like, it's crazy. And this is not all about money, and of course not. But
no, but you need to make a living as well. Like,
of course. It's just like, it's the reality of it is like, luck is a huge part of it. But you're right, it's like when the opportunity comes, the talent's with it too. So, Discipline was a song I wrote after, I don't know, I hadn't lost control, but I definitely like had made mistakes while drinking and things like that, and it's very self-reflective, very honest, and things I wasn't proud of, drunk driving, all that kind of stuff. I woke up in my car one day, like literally not knowing how I got in there, and this was a couple years ago, but like I got to a point where, I should chill, I should take Ubers places, I should not drive, I should not do this, I should not party as much.
I even got goosebumps, look. I don't know, like the story, I feel like it's very, it's very, but I think that the biggest step in life, and not just like with you with the tune and you brought out the song and whatever, but I think it's accepting our reality, or accepting our errors, or accepting like, hey, like maybe this person can drink and go out to a party and be okay. If I drink and go out to a party, I'm not okay. So, or even like, I mean, with drugs, I mean, and I don't like to say like within the music industry and talk about like alcohol and drugs, because I feel like sometimes people are very judgmental in that way within the scene, and it's not all that. Like this exists everywhere. Like a banker can do the same thing that a musician can do, or an architect, or a fashion designer, or whatever. Like because like it's within people. Like it can be whoever, like a mathematician. But I feel like sometimes, like within the music industry, it's like, oh my god, everyone does this, everyone goes out, everyone goes partying. Like I'm really relaxed, like you know me. Like I have a beer and I'm like drunk with one beer. It's like ridiculous. Like the other day I had like 2 Bacardis and I was like, oh my god. I feel like I'm like a 15-year-old. I'm 30, but I think it's admitting and accepting, and I think that's when art gets potentialized, because you're writing like, fuck, like I really screwed up, and I remember that feeling that like my mom saw me, or I don't know, or I was worried because I read in like the news that this happened, or all that stuff. When that comes out, for me is when you've gotten to the place where you need to be, because you're being honest. You're accepting who you are. You're accepting your reality. You're accepting your situation. And that's why Discipline is an insane tune.
Yeah, thank you. Another thing was like I grew up romanticizing, that lifestyle in 27. So I'm 27 now. I wrote that song about being 27, and I'm sure you've heard the 27 Club.
Yeah, of course.
Cobain, Janis Joplin, and like he was Kurt especially was a huge, still is a huge influence on me. But like,
I thought you were going to say he was a huge fan of ours. I was like, what? No. What? From another point of view, like even his story, or Eminem, his story also, like I relate to it. I relate to Eminem. And it's a different thing altogether. I'm not a rapper, I'm not a musician, but I feel like I understand it. And I feel like a lot of us, like you, I feel like I understand you in a way. So I am probably the first person in the world that understands you. I feel very blessed. I do.
I have very loving people in my life.
But thank you very much for your time. Thank you for opening up.
Of course,
thank you for being
of course.
vulnerable. And thank you for sharing your amazing music with me and the rest of the world.
Thank you for having me.
And I wish you the best, because that's what you deserve.
Thank you.
Never give up.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna cry.
The cigarettes are making me cry this whole time.